So, quick recap on this game. Basically, what happened is he has 5 heavies, and he peace traded them one at a time into Helios, and I just killed them all one by one or two at a time, and controlled them and eliminated servitors and won on attrition. So, this is the turn where things are set up where, with talking with people, this is where things could have been different. He could have. The risk is if Orion comes over that wall, I can assassinate him. But he needs to come over that wall to catch Helios in feet, get rid of Polarity Shield, and potentially kill Helios. With talking with people, what people think should happen, and I agree with it, is that Orion needs to come over that wall, catch Helios in his feet range so that the spell gets knocked off, pop his feet to do that, put red line up on one of the jacks, and he needs to kill both the Chimera and Helios. If he kills both those things, assassination is much more difficult. And then he needs to get servitors and a jack in front of Orion, or in front of Locke to make it, and he needs to camp as much as he can possibly camp to make it so that the battle mages can't necessarily drag him all the way across the map. And the servitors and the galvanize or the diffuser needs to get in the way, be annoying. The assimilator needs to go kill the Chimera. That assimilator on the right needs to get road to ward, and it needs to go kill the Chimera. Or the macro pummeler. One of those two things needs to kill the Chimera, and they have the capabilities of doing that. It's weird to do. Might be a situation where maybe it runs over there to the Chimera, and then Locke activates to pop her feet and knock off knock off Polarity Shield on Helios, and then either the inverter with the macro pummeler or the assimilator gets jackhammered by Locke to murderize the Chimera. Or just take out its arc node. Really only its arc node is the important thing. So, and if Helios and Chimera can die, or have their arc nodes crippled, that puts them in a place where the Cypher can hit, say, 2 servitors in front of all those Risifas in between the house and the forest, and really potentially limit the Risifas getting to a good place on the board. That servitor can go over there and score that flag, and it can put him in a spot where he can deal with the Risifas later. Rahn will have to pop feet offensively to kill a lot of servitors and move things around, move a lot of the vectors, the heavy jacks around, but I don't know if it will do enough. With Orion, or with Locke's feet, there's a good chance that the heavy warjacks might live, or one might die and one might live, and that is a much better place to be in, because Helios carried way too much in this game. It's hard playing into a Rahn player, it's also hard playing into Locke player, because they have a lot of things they can do. In this matchup, though, without Polarity Shield, those two vectors and with Road to War can go 14 inches to get up there and smack the crap out of that Helios. And that's what just needs to happen. They need to kill that Helios. So that's the discussion results from this. Kill the Helios, mess up the Chimera, put down the AoE so the Risifas can't get into the fight, and accept the Rahn that's going to happen. Hopefully Orion is far enough forward and protected enough that Locke will get the catalytic converters on it, the catalytic tokens, and it will be higher defense or higher armor if the assassination is attempted. And hopefully that'll be enough to carry it through. Because after all, the battle mages are only PAL 10s, even though they're boosted. And we know the Risifas can't do much against the heavy jacks once they're full on the catalytic token, so there's a good odds of those heavy jacks just chewing through the Risifas for multiple turns and them being ineffective. Because even if the Retribution player does pull them, they still have to kill them at some point, just because of how far they go. So that's the discussion results. Thank you everyone for talking with me about it.